Chat we go, it's Magic Bear and Cheese versus Talk and 5UP. We have given 5UP honorary Canadian citizenship. That's because we think the Canada flag looks cool and we get to see the US flag all the time. So sorry, that's the one I picked. Suck it up and deal with the 60 different messages that'll be sent in the match saying, you know 5UP's American, right? Magic Bear. Nice little pass setup. Are they both using Cheesemobiles? No, they're not. Magic Bear is in a regular car. And Cheese is in a Cheesemobile. Talk. Flick control. Have 5UP and Talk been... Did they play LCQ together? Was it Talk 5UP Com? That was a team, right? Talk 5UP and Com was an LCQ squad. Seems like they may still be playing together in future events if we see them playing in this twos match, although it might be a while before we see competitive threes again from NA. I never really thought about that. The LCQ has kept things slightly interesting, but even then, it's all about to come to a close here with 3 months or whatever left before any 3v3 RLCS will be played again. The big question that I know all of you are wanting to see answered is, of course, can someone from North America hit a better team pogo than EU or Mina? Yes, I know. It's why we're all here. We're hoping to find out if anyone can. And in order to do so, we need someone to win by a large margin, so there's time left on the clock. How come players like Chronic, Daniel, LJ, Beast Mode, Atomic aren't in this? You know, there's probably varying different ways to answer it. All very long form. But we could also give you the shortest form, which is they didn't want to. Magic Bear has a wide open freebie here to make it 3-0. Two Piece and Wavy are playing together in the lower bracket for Rebellion. I don't know if I saw either of them live. Yeah, I guess CJ could potentially be streaming them as well, but I'm not even sure team streams are allowed. I think you have to have player POV, or you have to basically do what I did to get special access, basically. Talk recently rose to popularity, and I think 5UP as well, from their ranked 2s. I mean, right now, the world highly values ranked 2v2. Wasn't always this way. I would say the previous best place to show off your skills was 6-mans, and it was all about your 6-man's rank. You had to be rank X or S. That was your way to show that you were good. It has since changed. Being rank X or S in 6-mans has much less meaning, I feel. And getting top 10 in 2s or really high up there in 2v2 seems to be the big way to show off that you're capable. I'm not going to be able to score this one. Magic Bear is going to have Orange Trail on this setup, but it'll be easy tap in as Magic Bear and Cheese dominating this game number 1. Will you watch party SSG? If SSG win, we're probably going to do winner semis today, which is what's going on right now. This is winner semis. It shouldn't say grand finals. I get now why someone said grand finals already. This is winners semis. And then we'll do winners finals. And then while we would normally hang out the rest of the brackets like we've done in the past, today I cannot. Today, baby Feer calls me. And we're going to go hang out instead. But we should have 2 series before that. But baby, if you're on the mic, I'm not trying to lose my job this early, you know? All right, they are going to call next, and they are just going to leave match in order to do it. All right. He's down to watch shows. So he probably would be down. Five up and talk out here, trying to make up some points for Vacanus. Don't give him Roblox. I hear Roblox is just the GOAT game for kids. I combine kids and children. I still don't even get it. Does that make me old? It's kind of like, it's like not even a game, right? Isn't it like a place you make games or something? Nice pinch, wall pinch. Talk just sent one the length of the field. One bounce. Yep, one bouncer. Have you seen the Roblox news? I have not seen the Roblox news. Just play Minecraft. Minecraft is still good. Good to know. No, the most recent thing, nice cut by Talk. Talk and 5-up, turning it on. Just a glued catch. And dicing up Magic Bear. What was the Roblox news that I found out? Oh, have you guys seen the streamer game that seems kind of fun called Peak? Where it's like a bunch of, well, it's not necessarily a streamer game, I guess anybody could play it, but you like climb up a mountain with your friends. Apparently someone just remade it like bar for bar, and this happens all the time, is my understanding now. Just like bar for bar, like not even like a similar idea, like not even like, I don't know, say someone does 1v1 show matches kind of like how someone else does. Not like that. Literally just bar for bar, exactly the same thing, and just made it in Roblox. And I didn't even know that was like how Roblox worked, but... And I was like, wow, that doesn't seem like that should be something that can happen. Something, surely, someone stop this, but yeah, I don't know. Did you watch Ludwig and Pookie play it? Listen, it makes it sound less cool when you say it that way. But yes. Can you please commentate the game? Oh no. Talk and 5-up. They're not playing Roblox, they're playing Rocket League. And they're gonna I don't know any Roblox terms to joke about at all, because like I said, I don't actually know what it is. What an insane turnaround here in a game one that looked like it was just going to be a walk in the park for Magic Bear and Cheese. Stop talking about Rocket League. The yapping is better. I can't win. I can't win. The only way we can do this... Steak! Thank you for the 255 million viewer raid. Steak, does anyone ever come to your channel thinking that it's going to be gambling? Like, thinking it's going to be a gambling stream? Yeah, a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you have full-on Steak as your name, which is pretty cool. But also, Steak is just a gambling website that I do not endorse, by the way. Because Gambling real assets is cringe. Just stick to Ethereum. Cheese on the board says nobody scores 6 on me in a row. Talking 5 up by all means. Should be equalizing in this series, barring a major slip up. Stake RL greater than stake? You think so? I think it's cool. I mean, I went from Feer RL to Feer right away once I could. So I would not blame stake RL for switching to stake. It just so happens to perfectly match a very popular brand. Minute 5 left to go. And with talking 5 up with the ball in the attacking half, it's all but secured. Even though they are very likely to lose it here or there, or maybe even get scored on, it's all going to take too much time if you ask me. That being said, Magic Bear and Cheese do score. Yeah, I think Stake is a... I thought he was European. I thought he's Spanish. Yeah, Spanish. But is that what, did someone say Sam or? I don't think he's South American. I think he's Spanish. Jeez, first touch reset with style. 1 second and a dream. Score a 2-pointer. I think if Talking 5 up tried to help them lose, they still couldn't. All knotted up 1-1, headed into game number 3. Game number 3. Enough talk, it's time action. Talk. Trying to put into action a nice full field dribble. Magic Bear. Oh, almost able to power through. Got a reset on his 50, but so high up away from the ball. Was never going to be able to use it for anything. What's my stream streak? You never share it. Has there been a stream I haven't been to? I think I already talked about the stream that maybe the only stream you could argue I haven't been to was the one I had to pre-boot up and I like played a VOD back basically because I had been having such bad internet issues. So you could kind of argue I missed that one because after starting that, I think I had to go pick someone up from the airport. So I did leave the house. So I didn't just sit in front of the computer while it played out. So that was probably the one stream I missed. And I don't think anyone has ever streamed for me or anything, so. This is winners semifinals. The last 4 teams in the upper bracket. Talk, 5 up, Cheese, Magic Bear, Reveal, Scribbles, and I'm forgetting now who they're playing against. Oh yeah, Crispy Samas. First Killer and Kofer are still alive, but they're alive in the lower bracket. Two teams beat Dig. One that was like a bit of a hiccup, and that team didn't make it very far. I forget who it was. They beat him in the best of 3 round, and then they lost in Grands as well to Tempo Edgeby. Magic Bear eligible bump, just enough of a bump from 5-up to force him to save it, but Cheese had the follow before any recovery could be had. 2-0. Pendulum swings back in favor of Gen.G. Five up. Absolutely slamming this one, but Magic Bear's ready for it. Trying to catch and switch up the direction enough to cut all the way around defenders. 5 up, trying to load up a Musty. Cheese won't allow it. Was hoping to pass to himself, but hit it way too far off the side wall. Enough talk, time to action. Talk out of the back corner. A setup for 5-up, but Cheese denies it. Why didn't you guys -2 the guy who said it in chat? I'm pretty sure I said it exactly how he said it. Oh, never mind. He said it enough talk, it's time action. So I didn't say it just like him. Okay, never mind. He has aura. I don't. Magic Bear probably going to go for a bump from what we've seen from him before. 5-up able to dive around it. Talk grabs a demo. Can he use it for any sort of advantage? Doesn't seem like he'll be able to. 45 seconds. Certainly enough time to score 2 because you just need 1 and some kickoff chaos. And there's the first. Talk. Taking it all the way down the length of the field. 5-up hanging out behind him in case he needs some help, but he doesn't need some help. Enough talk. It's time action. Five up. Chip it high to Talk. Reset past himself off the ceiling. Top shelf. Magic Bear's there. 5-up should have an easy follow-up. It's a tie game. Talk did enough. He won't get credited with the goal, but he made this save almost impossible, even though Magic Bear stops it at first. He was never able to stop the follow-up. A game that felt dominated by Gen.G, like they were going to take control of the series, is now more down to the wire. Talk was never going to be able to do much sending that ball that far away. She's down to Magic Bear. Back popped up. Talk was trying to keep it alive despite not having a ton of boost. It will hit ground, and it's OT in game number 3. Talk with a ground pinch clear that nestles into the corner perfectly. But then gets beat out around the nets. And Cheese and Magic Bear will take the lead they held for the majority of the game. Both Talk and 5-up getting caught up. Game number 4. Was this savable? Must not have been. What's Magic Bear POV? Nah, yeah, he's not getting there in 1,000 million years. It was not savable. Cheese will just slam it in for fun. Talking 5-up, up 1-0 as they try and force game 5. They have kept the RLCS game rotation for us. 5 up, air dribble, bump it in. It can be hard to set these up with somebody chasing from behind. Cheese had just picked up boost and was trying his best to interrupt the play, but couldn't do so. What is going on in the kickoff? Was it double fake? I was reading. Can you perhaps put this caster curse I've heard so much on Gen.G, please? Nope, I cannot. I can only caster curse this Talk 5-up squad, which are up 3-0. Surely they could not throw this one. We should be headed to game 5. Ooh, somehow she's able to sneak it through. Didn't feel like it was going to be a scoring opportunity. 5-up missing a wave dash in the ceiling. Ended up just handing this over to Cheese on the ground. Cheese. Air dribble bump, attempt to leave it off for Magic Bear. Couldn't get enough separation before the challenge, which led to bumping back into the ball. Cheese has just 5-up back, but 5-up makes the play. Magic Bear, I think, was trying to hook around the ball more than he actually ended up doing. So now he's forced to back off. As Talk beating Cheese out in the midfield. Double to the backboard. Cheese feels no urgency with 5-up nowhere close. So no panic plays, and Gen.G should be able to hold on. Five-up deciding that bounce was too high to do anything with, even though everybody had flown out of nets. Seemed like he was probably right to expect that, as Cheese was up quick to clear it the other way. And he needed to be around to make a play. Talk rolling this into the corner. Cheese gonna rotate back. 5-up wants a double. Cheese can't get there. The bouncer actually ends up being the perfect shot. If he put it any higher directly to the net, Cheese, who had been swinging through on the goal line, would have been in the perfect spot, but instead it bounces in and up over the top of him for a 4-1 lead for Talk and 5-up. Up in control. Talk not really around to potentially grab a pass. Wait a second, both defenders in net, and 5-up will just do it himself. I didn't think this was going to be a position that could possibly be scoreable, but Magic Bear on the back wall, Cheese on the ground. He finds a way to sneak it past both of them, and it's 5-1 in favor of the Canadian and the honorary Canadian. Nice play from Gen.G back the other way. Cheese corrals one up. Magic Bear was trying to force off a defender and then returns in order to take the pass setup from Cheese. Cheese upfield trying to take players out of net for Magic Bear to shoot on. And while it did not work initially, it has found them a third goal. 5-up has to be a little bit more careful with his touches here in the corner. It's been a few different times now. We found him being the one to make the touch right before the setup for Gen.G. Magic Bear. Reset forced low by Talk. Cheese is able to corral it. I wasn't sure if it had forced out too quickly that Cheese couldn't keep it on target, but he side flips to control it and cuts it back in. Now 1 goal game with 1:17 left to go. Talk flipping into the ball for his reset 5-up is being really passive. He's started to turn away at the beginning of Talk's dribble. Just not being a believer, trying instead to keep the ball in front of his squad and not leave any free nets here to give up their final goal lead. Cheese just doubled it in. I'm not sure if it was already in. 5. Oh, it definitely was, but an extra saucy finish from Cheese. Magic Bear down to Cheese. Oh my goodness. So much offense. This is 11 goals. We still have 30 seconds left to go. Magic Bear with a little wall pinch setup and then pass out to Cheese waiting at the midfield. Surely, by all means, we should just be headed to Game 5 by now. But Magic Bear and Cheese don't want it that way. Cheese given a ton of space as Talking 5-up play passively all the way for those last few minutes. Really trying not to make mistakes, but leading to some tough defensive plays they've had to make. Talk almost able to put a security blanket goal in, but it won't happen. Landing on the top of Magic Bear. Talk just needs to hit the ground anywhere. Will he go fake? He'll reset and send it down. We're headed to Game 5 in Gen.G versus Talking 5-up. Game number 5, Cheese and Magic Bear. 5-up and Talk. Half flip on the diagonal from Magic Bear. He did not head to the kickoff. Five up. Bringing a dribble directly into a defender. First shot going to go to the fake Canadian duo. Magic Bear side flipping, giving up on the race for the boost just to get the demo. And unfortunately, he was expecting a better play from his teammate, I imagine, as he hung out in the midfield. If we go watch Magic Bear POV, he thought he was going to have a better chance on that ball than he did. Instead, Cheese handed it over right to the other team. And it's a long shot for the Nets and a 1-0 lead for Talking 5-up. Cheese reset top shelf equalizer. Magic Bear able to 50 it out directly to his teammates. Five up. Gonna go steal the boost from Magic Bear. Keep him starved. Make this play really hard on him, and he will not be able to stop it. A 2-1 lead. In other very important news, as 5-up gonna make it 3-1 on a quick cheat up on a kickoff. It is within 30 minutes of my dog's dinner time, so he will officially be glued to my hip, demanding attention. Cheese cannot get over the top of 5-up, who is now shooting on a net that isn't quite open, but it's going to be late recovering Magic Bear. Talk. Oh, wow. He tried to get really saucy. Now he's left 5-up in a 1v1. A 1v1 that he is able to handle. Cheese didn't look to really push the issue and try and force it. He took it a bit slow, allowed some time to recover. Cheese now sending this one up to the backboard. There was no follow-up from either player. Magic Bear not willing to take the kind of risks. I bet you he will if 2 minutes pass without a goal. But for now, he is not. Magic Bear seemed like he was thinking about getting physical, but ultimately decided against it. Oh my goodness, what a hook shot off the wall. It's just in. 5 up. And Talk up 4-1 now. Off of what can be a pretty tough read there in the corner, but 5 up sends 115 km/h, no bouncer, straight to the nets. Cheese passing to himself off the ceiling. Cheese is not giving up though. He has made a couple nice solo plays and he knows exactly how to get a great shot off the ceiling. We've seen that used so much in ones, but I've just not seen it used successfully very much in ones. The pass to yourself off the ceiling. Five up. Could not get to this one. And now we'll swing on back as Magic Bear looks to go to work. Needs the 50 Talk. Cheese follow-up is in. Gen.G clawing their way back. Within 1 now with 1:32. In fact, with a well-timed bump, it should be another. Wow, 5 up. Somehow, some way came out of that alive. Jeez. Wins the speed battle at the midfield, sending it into the orange half. Nothing for Magic Bear. Both the orange team are out ahead. This should be scoreable by all means, and it will be. As Gen.G start to pull the goalie a little bit, get more and more aggressive. Another goal is scored for Talk and 5 up, who are now just 58 seconds away from a trip to the grand finals. Talk should have an easy one here too. Could even be a GG's. Nope, they're powering it through. 6-3, 52 seconds. They need kickoff goals. Magic Bear so far hasn't gotten it, but he does have control. Cheese, a bump. There it is. Fast enough. Never give up. Never surrender. 43 seconds to get 2. That one was gotten with more than enough time. If they could do that a couple more times, they're going to get a tie game long before the game ends. Magic Bear playing this around. 5 up. Talk is diving in with 0, and it works out, but he doesn't quite score it. Even when you don't score it, though, with a 2-goal lead, you just bought yourself 10 seconds of time as they go back and look to try and set up another play. Pass down to Magic Bear. He hits it soft, which it kind of needed to be to get around the defenses. They cannot seem to force it in, and every second longer it takes them is a second too long. Talk and 5 up will advance to the grand finals over Gen.G to play Space Station Gaming.